Hey guys, and welcome to Total War Warhammer. So I had to reload here because of two things here.
Those mewling fools that survived the capture of Black Crag now dare to agitate against your rule. Subdue the curs, either with strength or favor.
So we're getting a new mission here to pacify Black Crag. Maintain an obedience of at least 10. So if I look at, I changed the boss 10 to be built because it'll increase obedience. If you look at Black Crag currently, we're getting -4 obedience per turn. So if it continues to do it, it'll be a build in 16 turns. So we're fighting against that. Secondly, I tried to attack Iron Rock and it's, I don't think we can win it with our current forces. It gets close. I played it the first time, I played it twice, and the second time I got rather close, but the big problem is the enemy has 2 generals, and a lot of our men are wounded, actually. So if we had full squads of orc boards, maybe, but these guys flee quite quickly, so I actually think we might try to attack Velen's Sorrow first. So we can't quite make it there in a turn, but it might be a better shot than trying to defeat the Iron Rock at this point, so we're gonna go head there. So the thing I noticed is there's actually a diplomacy option. So if we go diplomacy,
Relations with foreign powers may be managed through diplomacy, my lord. Consider your situation carefully before accepting any agreement.
so we can kind of add or change. We can look at options, defensive item payments, join war, declare war. Don't think we want to do anything, and but we currently have. I thought they said we had it unleashed, but anyway, just to kind of show you how that works. So, but I think we'll just end the turn because there's not too much we're going to be doing here. The one thing I guess we could do, I think, is recruits some units. So we could get Gorblack, we could get Musguff Gorflith, or we could get Dog Wolfherda. So, we got and Gork Face Masher. We cannot get Arxerx the Slaughterer because we need the Shaman's Hut. But you can see they cost different things. So we they have different abilities. Blind, but I think we'll go with the Dragon of Wolfherder. Seems like yeah, because, yeah, we don't have actually any buildings. We'll go with Gormash.
The new army has been raised under the command of your appointed lord. It only remains for you to issue them orders, sire.
So we can get him some recruits. That's I'm fine with just the Goblin Archers. So get those training. Just so we have another unit of men. We could actually go over. Is he? How does this work? Can I get him to go into Iron Rock? No. But anyway, not matter. I think the first turn there, Exhaustion can't move or into anything, but that's fine. So we have a new general, and now can it be 2 places on the battlefield at once.
My lord, a rival power desires a change in your mutual relations.
So that we will pay 100 and we'll get a non-aggressive plaque with the bloody spears. I'll give you a counter offer. We will not pay you anything, but will be a non-aggressive pact. Not worried about it. Ooh.
Be sure to make use of the underway when moving your boys through difficult terrain, mighty lord. Much time can be saved when moving below ground.
How do I even use? I'm not sure I'll use the underway. As pyramids can certain under impassable terrain. Okay. Use underway stats. An arm moving through the underworld will disappear from the original location and reappear at destination. The arm must appear above ground at the end. Travel across large impassable gaps. Be intercepted and brought to battle by an army above ground if that race cannot normally use the underway. Only towards the groups of communities in underway. So how? I don't quite understand how to change my stance. Oh, there we go. Raid instant camp. Defensive camp out for recruitment and replenishment while raiding wealth from the local region. It comes from rating for 158, fightiness, obedience, growth, immune to attrition, leadership, melee defense. Penalty was rated faction, income from all buildings, while rating own region, campaign movement disabled. Underway, immune to attrition, traverse beneath the norm be impassable. My intercept meet army should there be either 7 feet from it be impossible if the battle will be wiped out. Ambush. Hidden tools discovered in battle initiated. Chance to spot nearby foreign armies increased by 30%. Combat movement disabled. March. Increased combat movement. Recruitment disabled. Figure in battle tired. Battle initiated disabled. Ooh. That's potentially useful though. So who's this? This is Ganache left. So Velosaurus should be rather unarmed and undefended. Oh yes. They only have Garna Manflayer here. So I think it'll be pretty good. So let us start the battle. This is a much easier fight to win than the last one I fought. So. But yeah, goblins. The spear is solid weapon, piercing and defensive. Goblins, however, not so good. So, guessing we want to have kind of a defensive line. And then we want to hide kind of behind our catapults. Put the goblins on each side. Archers. We can even aside the battle groups. So we have all our battle groups assigned. We can start the battle. So they're gonna move toward us. They are. So if we just quickly pause, what do they? So they have orc boys. So this is his group. We probably want to focus on them. Other than that, they just have some archers. How to attach a group? Can you not attach them to infantry? I'm not sure how that works, or if you can. But you'd think there'd be a way to attach them, but that's fine, I guess. Halt them, and we will just continue. Oops. So I don't really want them to move out. Oops, shoot. Should just wait till they're in range. Oh wait, okay, so Okay. So, how do I get out of this tactical battle map? So slow down. I should have just been a little more patient then, but shouldn't affect too much. Oh, holy shit, they really overshot that one. If you get a direct hit though, you can really cause a lot of casualties. Yeah, see, just causes huge gaps in there. And then so just taking out that big unit is very important. Okay, so their archers are engaged. So we'll just hold for a second and then charge. Okay, so that's fine. Lord under attack. So let's get them attacking that flare. They're attacking that side. You can engage those gobbles. We'll run around here. Yeah, those gobbles can shoot those gobbles. Having those men move up. Yeah. And then we'll just flank them hard. So we already... Oh, shoot. Turn the catapults and we'll attack them because... See, they're already running. Haven't even had to include more of my forces. Already wavering from that damage. So wherever we can, kind of do some damage. Definitely want to do it. Not sure how much success we'll have chasing some of these units down, but give it a shot. Oh! Just shattering them. They're kind of mopping up the remainder there. That might actually hit that other unit too. Oh, a little bit over. But yeah, just by continuing to watch, you can just keep picking off more and more enemies, which makes them weaker for the next time. I don't think they're gonna catch. Oop, these guys might actually, but the rest of these guys aren't gonna. Like units that are running after units generally don't catch them. But oh, if we go to the fastest speed, just kind of. That's just these guys kind of mop up the rest of them. That's why it's good to have cavalry, because you can just really mop up the remainder. Okay, mop up the remainder of these goblin archers. If we can. Oh, there's actually more of those other units, but when there's not much left, those units will just disband. There's a couple of those goblin archers left, but not that many. Ride in. Might get off the campaign map before we can finish them off, but that's fine. There we go. And I'm sure that's fine. So, yeah, there's so few men, it was hard to even use all my men. Yeah, I lost 10 men total. So, Did quite well. Decisive victory. Got some loots. Gained a rank.
At last, the defenses have fallen, my lord. The fate of those that remain is yours to determine.
So, we applied pause to take at 1 point per turn. We can occupy, we can loot and occupy. So, for the next turn only, we can sack it, or we can raise it totally. I'm not sure how important our unit. I think we can get a unit, but that's, yeah, for the next 10 turns. We'll just occupy it. We're not really that hurting for gold. We got the obsidian blade.
Your territory expands, Savage Lord. Yet there are many lands to conquer. In time, I foresee war with the greater tribes of the Badlands, as well as the stunted kind that dwell beneath the mountains. Keep your axe sharp, for Mork and Gork watch your progress with interest.
Hey guys, sorry for the abrupt cut here, but I actually did some thinking and then analyzing the situation, and I made some decisions here. So firstly, we gained another rank in our general, so I made two decisions. Firstly, I'd get savages, so +3 melee damage for melee units, pretty powerful. I realized that you could spend consecutive skill points in one skill, so I don't have to put 4 in all in one skill. I can put a whole bunch in savages, which is something I very might do, because these are all units that might go out of fashion. So definitely might just keep putting it in savages, because we're going to focus on melee units. Secondly, I've switched Grimgore to the Obsidian Blade, 10 armor piercing damage. Grimgore's going to be fighting most of the really hardy enemies, so we definitely want to have them with this. So we don't have any followers, banners, or any of that, enchanted items, basic armor, talismans, but we will gain them. We do have Warlord, and it shows our location enemy update, which is kind of neat, kind of good like that. So you can keep track of stuff and all your battle effects. So useful. So since we have a free weapon, I went ahead and gave it to Grok Face Smasher here, sort of Swift Slaying. So he will have that bonus. And I think we're going to move him out to go raid that area in the next turn. So one thing I noticed is, I was wondering what this extort income is and why we can't get obedience here. So we're getting, if you look here, we're getting income from extortion, which I was wondering how it worked. I wasn't exactly sure what was happening. If we turn off extort income, we're gaining obedience in this area. So I think that's worth it. It does lower our money a little bit, but it's not an absolutely huge amount. I guess if we started leaking money again, we could trigger it, but for the moment it's not too bad. So the only thing is, we do want to stop the extort income in the following turn, because the other thing it gives you is it gives you in a second recruitment slot. So if you look here, we couldn't recruit that extra archer. Same here. We're recruiting 3 minions. I don't think it matters if we turned here, because the thing to notice is here, we're recruiting in the global. We have 3 units in the global. Here, if you look at him, he's recruiting in the local. So it does matter what we do with extortion. So here, if we have extortion on, we'll only get 94 gold, but we'll get -4 obedience. If we do not have it on, we won't gain that big negative. Because right now, we're getting big negatives to conquest and provincial instability. But if we just have that off, we will instead of getting 7, we get 3, which is probably the best bet. Also, if you look, growth points, we're going to get 10 per turn. If we get the idols, we'll get 20 per turn, which will make it so we actually can make this into a worthwhile settlement so much quicker. So, definitely very much worth it. It does have a basic garrison here, but that's not really going to stop much. So we're going to definitely want to keep an eye on it. We cannot build any defenses or anything here because there's no options for it. You can only build what's here. So we actually can't build, where is it? So we can build a Goblin Tinker Bench here if we get the Greenstein Burrows. I had to decide. We definitely wouldn't mind having a Brawling Ground here. Maybe if I get the second one, I will have a Brawling Ground here. Because the big thing is this area has gold. So it's very valuable. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think if we go to the build browser, it has gold. So since it has gold, we can build gold mines. A big 500 gold generation of money. But obedience is so much more important in this area. But once we are not extorting them, we will be gaining obedience. So eventually this will be a good area. The reason we want to get obedience is because we currently have a mission to pacify Blackcrag. So we get 3,000 gold if we can get it at least 10. So that's a good amount of gold for doing something we'll want to do anyway. Because we don't really want low obedience. So there could be a revolt if enemies come in here. There's a chance to decrease obedience. I think it's in a raiding camp, yeah. Obedience -3 in raiding province. So you definitely want to have at least some obedience in case they really raid you hard. So I don't think there's too much else I wanted to do here. I think we're more or less ready to end the turn. So we will end the turn. So he is moving south. And he is moving towards this fort. If you look, they're actually in March formation, which is something I noticed. We got another quest. Raid the following region, Karak Asgal. It's down here. So we're actually heading there. Ooh, do they have diamonds or something? Yes, they do. Nice. Okay, number of units that make up its garrison. Okay, that's kind of neat. Ooh, they even have iron here, so garrison size is only 5. But, so the thing is, Blackcrag doesn't seem to get bonuses for people standing there, where Valaya does. But this is only a minor settlement. So if you look, we're getting 8. We're going to be here another turn, so it'll get it above the instability, and then we'll be fine for a couple turns, and we'll be in the positive. So there's no point in leaving him here. Just wondering if we switch to yeah, so if we use the underway, we can get right there in one turn. Where if we walk, we're going to get there slower. So I'm going to take a chance and use the other way. So. And let's go. We'll go there, so. I don't think we're going to be attacking Iron Rock, because I'm not sure who's all there, but give it a shot. So he's digging his way through. So at Blackcrag, we now want to eliminate the extortion to start building that up. We have already eliminated extortion here, so we're just good to kind of wait it out. So our item has been grown, so you can see growth is already increased. So it now turns 3 to surplus rather than turns 10. Here, next turn we get our surplus, but I don't think we have really anything to spend it on, because the only thing we can spend right there is surplus there. So And this is, yeah, that's our capital. So, nothing much happened. We completed construction of the idols. Greenskin love their gods, so we'll quickly carve effigies of Gorka Mork out of stone and other materials when they settle. So, and we recruited some more minions. Or not minions, but units. So anyway, we'll just call this turn here. And if nothing important happens, I think we'll call it a episode. Ooh, so he's actually moving back up there.
My lord, the enemy raid your lands and slaughter your denizens. Take up arms against them. Make them pay dearly for their transgressions.
Army may raid by entering range stance. So, yes,
consider raising a camp in the lands of the enemy, Savage Lord. It shall become a base from which your warriors can raid these pathetic lands.
The populace is gradually vanishing. On certain nights, whole ghettos or districts are left abandoned. The only clue remains is a triangle symbol dot on the nearby gate. Negative growth for 3 turns. But that's good. Well, it's good we built that thing because there's negative growth here. We'll still have growth over time. So, negative from raiding, yeah. But see, growth is 15. Events, raiding armies, both limited growth. I think there's any way we can make it there in time, because I don't want my guys to be tired, so. That's what we can give it a shot. But anyway, guys, I think we'll end the episode here. We'll be back in the next episode for more. Thanks, guys. Later.